West Hollywood takes the lead in transgender awareness. WehoTV News is next. Welcome to WehoTV News. I'm Larry Carroll. November is Transgender Awareness Month, and the city of West Hollywood again sets an example to the world by hosting many important and insightful events to celebrate our transgender community. The West Hollywood Transgender Advisory Board held their annual Transgender Awards, honoring and recognizing exceptional leadership efforts and the contributions to the advancement of the transgender community. One of this year's awards was presented to Dr. Marie Keller. The Transgender Law Center also received an award, and the final award went to Transgéneros Unidos Bienestar. And at a recent City Council meeting, the Transgender Advisory Board presented a proclamation to the City Council thanking the city for recognizing November as Transgender Awareness Month.
The community in totality is grateful for your commitment and stand to bring the just attention to the trans community that it so deserves. No other city is like the city of West Hollywood, and we're grateful for that because the city of West Hollywood is a stand for human rights, and we so appreciate that. So thank you for your commitment to our excellence as the transgender community. Thank you for having the courage to lead.
There are many transgender events throughout the month of November, including the Transgender Day of Remembrance, a day to memorialize those who have been killed as a result of anti-transgender violence, and a time to bring attention to the continued violence endured by the transgender community. The Transgender Day of Remembrance is on Wednesday, November 20th at 6:30 p.m. in the West Hollywood Library Auto Court. For more information about Transgender Awareness Month or the West Hollywood Transgender Advisory Board, you can visit weho.org or contact West Hollywood Administrative Specialist David Escobedo. David can be reached at 323-848-6414. City of West Hollywood joined together to celebrate Veterans Day. A special ceremony took place at the Sal Garriello Veterans Memorial with a heartfelt service to honor members of the United States Armed Forces who have served and are serving the country.
To my fellow veterans, Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, and Air Force, thank you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for your service. And welcome home. Hoorah!
They have done their part. All of you who are present here today that serve this country, you have done your part. It falls on the rest of us to do our part, to make sure that those coming back are helped in assimilating back into civilian life.
On this day and throughout the year, we do, as civilians, play an important role, and that is to honor these men and women, to do all we can to support them for protecting us and be inspired by their service to our country.
From all of us here at WehoTV, thank you to all of our veterans, past and present. We thank you and appreciate your service. Go-go dancers can be found in clubs all over the world, and that phenomenon started right here in West Hollywood. We'll tell you how we celebrate this stimulating part of our history when WehoTV News returns right after this break. Don't go away.
West Hollywood has begun a public outreach process to develop community-generated vision concepts for potential future uses of the city-owned property at 1343 North Laurel Avenue. The purpose of the community visioning process is to provide West Hollywood residents and stakeholders with an opportunity to learn about the property and how it might best support local needs. To learn more about this process and the history of the property, to sign up for email updates, and to participate in the online activities, log on to www.1343inlaurelav.org. That's www.1343, the letter N, laurelav.org.
About 60,000 vehicles go through this part of Santa Monica Boulevard every day, and we wanted to help make it safer for pedestrians. So when you want to cross the street, you simply push the button and those flashing lights will let the drivers know you're there. Now, remember, these are not stop signals, so as you've been told all your life, always look both ways before you cross the street. And welcome back to WehoTV News. I'm Larry Carroll. City of West Hollywood and the Museum of Contemporary Art at the Pacific Design Center joined forces to present the third annual Go-Go Dancer Appreciation Day. Yes, sir, right here in West Hollywood, the Tom of Finland edition. West Hollywood celebrated its third annual Go-Go Dancer Appreciation Day, which is, of course, the greatest Go-Go Fest ever. This year's event had a Tom of Finland-based theme with all donations benefiting the Tom of Finland Foundation and the Frontiers Foundation. For more information about Go-Go Dancer Appreciation Day or the Tom of Finland Foundation, you can visit weho.org or contact the West Hollywood Public Information Office at 323-848-6431. West Hollywood, of course, is the creative city, and our arts and cultural events are in full swing. Stop by the West Hollywood Library to enjoy a rare exhibit of works by Clive Barker, well-known master of horror movies and children and youth literature and illustrations. This exhibition will be on view through January of next year. And near the library on San Vicente Boulevard, you will find Doggy Dog, an homage to Giacometti by artist Sippy Mani. And on the Santa Monica Median near Doheny, one of the newest art on the outside installations, Abandoned Relics by artist Gustavo Godoy.
It's kind of a continuation of a general theme in my work where I really want to recognize the idea of objects in the landscape. I often take note of oil derricks and different structures that are possibly being demolished and things like that. And so it's those kind of objects that they remind me of formal sculptural objects, and that becomes kind of a starting point for me. They're kind of abandoned in a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek way that I've left them out here. I've left them out here almost like my children. If I left them on the median here in town, they would probably feel kind of abandoned. And they're a part of me. So it's interesting to kind of know that they live their life out here on their own.
For more information about art in West Hollywood, you can visit weho.org/arts or contact West Hollywood Cultural Affairs Administrator Andrew Campbell. Andrew can be reached at 323-848-6883. City of West Hollywood and the Unity in Diversity Arts Foundation presents Hummingbird, the 6th annual international music competition for young performers. Participants from Russia, Ukraine, Romania, and Moldova will join local children from West Hollywood and the Los Angeles area in one of the cutest competitions you'll see all year. Held right here in Fiesta Hall at Plummer Park, the instrumental competition will take place on Saturday, November 16th, starting at 10 a.m. An award ceremony will be held the next day, Sunday, November 17th, beginning at 2 p.m. And the vocal competition will be on Saturday, November 23rd at 11 a.m. All of this leads up to the gala concert and awards presentation on Sunday, November 24th, starting at 2 p.m. For more information on this, you can contact weho.org, of course, or West Hollywood Russian Community Outreach Coordinator Tatiana Rodznik. Tatiana can be reached at 323-848-6826. Well, believe it or not, the holidays are right around the corner, and in observance of the Thanksgiving holiday, please take note. City Hall will be closed on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November 28th, and Friday, November 29th, and there will be no trash collection on the 28th. Check weho.org for a full schedule on that. And Sunday, December 1st, of course, is World AIDS Day, and the City of West Hollywood will once again sponsor AIDS Watch, an electronic televised memorial. For 24 hours, beginning at midnight, WehoTV will display the names of thousands of people who have died of AIDS, and you're invited to contribute names to AIDS Watch by visiting aidswatch.org. Well, that's it for this edition of WehoTV News. For more information about the stories you've seen here, you can always go to our award-winning website, weho.org. And for the latest about what's happening on WehoTV, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Larry Carroll. Thanks for watching.